turned all the way down. And there we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome, and thank you for joining us tonight. Hello, Melanie and Say. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name.
Mama Say. Her name's Michelle, if you don't want to pronounce Mama C. Hi, Melanie. So this is the time of year where people who started out in January so enthusiastically are hiding. But that's okay.
Because I've actually done better than I expected. To be fair, like I was like, you're going to make it like 3 months and then you're going to drop off. And I've stuck with it. So I have to finish October, which I did start it. I got about halfway done.
Yes. But you know, you picked some absolutely stunning colors. You really did. And it's going to make a gorgeous blanket for your room.
Thank you. There's Tia. I'm going to have to. Hey, Tia. I think I'm going to have to still put some more blocks on the outside, like some solid colors on the outside to make it wide enough. Because, you know, I got a wide ass. So to make it wide enough to actually go across me and long enough to not be a lap blanket. I think we're going to end up putting some more stuff around it, but we will see.
You can call me Bud.
Hello.
You can call me Bud. I like that name. I like that name. So here's mine.
Hey, Bud. You did. No problem. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it, Randy.
So now who's Randy? Is that Butter?
That's Butter. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Kathy Ginger.
She's one of the ladies that's local here, and so I got to meet her when we went to Craftably a couple weeks ago. When we had our Craftably.
Cool. Wait a minute. Does she have blonde hair?
She does. Uh-huh.
I know who she is. I know exactly who she is.
Yep.
I know who you are. Hello.
Hey, Ginger. Nareda and Melly, hello.
Hi, Nareda. I'm so excited. My Nareda has sent me some some loom knitting books, and they'll be here tomorrow, and I cannot wait. But so I'm excited for that.
You got like lots of new patterns in it.
Socks, loom knitting sock books. Because I tried the Cheryl Katz method.
It didn't work out for you.
That didn't work out too well. So, but bless her heart, you know, she's so good at loom knitting, and she's such a high level loom knitter that sometimes I don't understand what she's talking about. So
gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And I love written patterns. I'm pretty good at reading written patterns, both crochet and loom knitting. So, you know, this I think will help. Michelle, hello.
Sylvia, I am the crafty heifer. That's me.
Hello, scruffy Sylvia.
Sylvia is super sweet. She's local as well. There's Michelle. Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry if we missed you guys coming in the charge of craft and talk.
In Texas, I tell you what.
There's a lot of us, yes.
Yes. Oh my word.
So, and a lot of us are in, you know, of course, around the bigger cities.
So yesterday was, I think, Indiana Day, and I asked if I had any Indiana subscribers, and nobody stepped up. Do you know anybody in Indiana?
I'm pretty sure Shawana is in Indiana.
What?
I'm pretty sure she's in one of them I-states. I think it's Indiana.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So what month are you in there?
Dawn's in Indiana. Dawn loves Dawn Louder.
Oh, there you go.
From the
already.
Mm-hmm. She just said, yeah, Shawana's in Indiana. I was pretty sure. I mean, I do get my
All
states
right.
mixed up sometimes, but
Dawn loves diamond painting.
so
Then I do have friends in Indiana. Thank goodness. I was worried about it. They probably aren't watching crime because it's a little involved right now with these 2 trials.
Well, I saw we're supposed to be getting did we get a on what's his face? The weird last name.
Rittenhouse?
Yes, the Rittenhouse one.
The judge adjourned the trial at 4:30 today and sent the jury home. So they will come back tomorrow to resume deliberations for day 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not really a good sign. I mean.
No, and then in the other case, the defendant took a stand in the Georgia case, Arbery. One of the actual shooter took the stand today to sell his side of the story. So I will cover that tomorrow on the Crafting and Crime Daily show. That'll be out. It comes out around noonish. So yeah, can't wait to hear that. And it's amazing how these.
Go ahead.
What? I'm saying it's amazing how some of these hillbillies clean up when you put a suit and tie on them and shave them.
All about that PR. They've got somebody helping.
Get rid of that 10-inch beard and put a suit on him. He looks quite dapper. Yeah.
Melly said that Jenny, the uncrafty crafter, she thinks is also in Indiana.
Oh, well then we have a lot of friends there, don't we? Look at all the Dawns you have here tonight.
So probably more people than we know.
Yeah, probably.
So what we're doing for those of you that are not usually here, welcome. But what we're doing is Rebecca and I, way back in January, well, even further back than that, what was about last November or so, we started talking about doing a temperature collab. And we decided on crochet this year. And so we are starting to get into the finishing stages of our blankets. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm sewing in ends. It's very exciting. Real exciting work over. And then I'm going to start putting my blanket together so I can see how big it actually is. And Rebecca started with 2 projects, abandoned one, rightfully.
Yeah.
And is to stop her project at 6 month mark because it is massive.
Yeah,
and she does not
I made the mistake of deciding I was going to do crochet and loom knitting. I had to put the loom knitting aside because of an injury. And then I made the mistake of thinking I'm going to do a king size blanket. Why not? You know? So I did sew in a lot of the.
I really think you should.
Yeah.
I think you should weigh your blanket and let us know how heavy it is already.
Oh my God.
Because I'm guessing it's probably about 30 pounds worth of yarn at this point.
It's pretty heavy, but it's perfect weather for it today. I can tell you that. It's lovely weather outside. Robin, hello. How are you?
Hello, hello.
Did I make these yarn cakes? I did make these yarn cakes with my yarn winder. Aren't they cute? Look, there's a pink one.
A yarn winder is amazing.
Look, I love mine. I love mine. I really do. You know who else loves it?
The cats.
The cats. They love to help me with the yarn winder.
Yes. I know because my cat, the last cat I had, also loved the yarn winder.
Oh, yeah.
So, definitely. So that is what we're doing. Got my squares through October, at least started. So all of the ones until October are finished. And that's why I'm sewing my in. And then halfway through, being actually stitched up. So Robin, if you go on to Amazon, mine came off of Amazon. It was about $15.
Yeah, I got mine from Amazon.
Many years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, they just attach to the table. It's not a big deal. They're pretty inexpensive.
Yep. So we used ours for the yarn that we wound for the retreat. We used mine for that and just hooked it onto the side of the TV tray. I have a wooden TV tray here, and so
just went to town.
That worked out really well.
Yeah.
Yep. So I started them. I got about half of them, and then Kim did the rest of them.
Oh, bless her. I'm excited because now we've made a 2-year commitment to each other.
We're practically married in the craft world.
That's right. Because we're going to do 2022, but we're going to do cross stitch.
Right.
Super excited for that.
Yes. So I know you've picked your pattern. I have finalized my pattern. I'm going to do mine based off of a quilt pattern. And if you are into quilting, when I say pinwheel quilt, most of you will know what I'm talking about. So mine is going to be a pinwheel style cross stitch. And I haven't decided on my colors or anything yet. I think I'm going to do a multicolored one. And just use whatever colors takes my fancy.
Yeah, I haven't decided on colors, but I like what you did this year, and you just picked a few. That I think because I'm doing the bookshelf, I think I just want a few. I don't know. It's between the bookshelf and the tree. I really loved the tree. I wish Crystal had kept on going with her project this year because it was beautiful. So, but it
is, yes.
Especially if I do the tree, I'm just going to pick a few colors and make it maybe a wider range, I think. But there's so many people are doing butterflies and cats, and there's so many gorgeous ones out there.
There are a lot of them this year. Last year we only had like 3 to choose from.
Oh yeah.
If we did cross stitch, and there's a lot more this year. So I was excited to see that. Nothing really caught my fancy till I got to the pinwheels. And so that's why I decided to go with that. And I'll have, an updated, like an actual pattern and all that kind of stuff that I'll work off of later. Not right now.
Yeah.
Basically. I did struggle a little bit. I think for a blanket, the wide range of colors worked well. Mostly because I couldn't find more yarns in these shades that I liked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And certainly if you guys want to do a blanket along with us, you're welcome to do that. It's, whatever you want. But Robin's already got her stuff, her floss, her fabric, everything. Wow. Tia's got hers. Nice. What do you mean a really aggressive pattern? What does that mean, Tia? Uh-oh. Tia's going to get herself.
It might be a big one. She might have a lot of it.
Oh my gosh. We're going to have to, we're going to have to get her into cross stitch. Nareda, you and I got to talk, honey. I don't know if Cheryl cross stitches. I don't know. Does Cheryl cross stitch?
I don't think so, but I'm not positive on that.
I'm sure she's going to tell us.
At this point, I can't keep track of who does, doesn't, because so many people do.
Yeah.
That I kind of just assume everybody does.
Well, it's not a difficult craft. It's just a time-consuming craft. It goes much slower than diamond painting, but you get a beautiful result.
I agree. So I did finish my 12th pattern. So I don't know, some of you will remember at the beginning of the year, I was on a live and I did a stupid thing and asked how many cross stitches people thought I was going to finish. And Amanda went highball on me and was like, you're going to do 15. Let's finish 15 this year. And I'm like, about that. But I am at 12.
You finished 12 patterns this year?
Well, apparently.
That's amazing.
So I finished this one the other day. Some of you saw it on my Insta. You know, in between all the other things that I've done.
Yeah, yeah.
So this one, obviously, it needs to get ironed and all of that kind of stuff. You can still see the hoop marks and where I had it in the Q-snap and all that kind of stuff. But this is a Country Cottage Needleworks called Santa's List. So I finished that one. I think it's adorable. I started on the the Classic Christmas Sal by Story Stitches. And then I bought these from the one of the buy sell groups. So this one is a little Lizzie Kate. It's not very big. I think I did this about 2 days. So I'm going to probably do this one this weekend when I go to Stitchy Group. I'll work on this one, and it's got little beads in it for the bottom of his pants. And then I got this super cute one as well. And if you cross stitch, you know words don't typically take that long. So that is a lot of words and a very little amount of decorative stitches. So I think I can probably finish this one in a couple of days as well. So those are probably going to be 13 and 14.
I would love to, have like a Stitchy group, something I could do on the weekend, go and hang out with some friends. And I went to the local cross stitch store, and they said since COVID, they just haven't had any interest in that, which is sad. I got this pattern in the other day.
Yeah, ours has gone through COVID. It's actually gotten bigger.
I haven't
because there were less opportunities for other things.
Oh, wow. So I haven't shown this pattern to anybody, but I got it. I ordered it. And I guess I haven't opened it. Wow. No, I have opened it. It's from Caterpillar. I think Robin has this pattern.
Cross stitch.
And I know that Amanda has been working on this, and your friend did this one.
Yeah.
What's your?
Or is it at the Create?
It's this. Yeah, it has all. Well, there's like no picture of it done, but it has all these really cute things. It's got the skeins of yarn and the artwork and the tape and scissors and all these kind of crafty things, bobbins, and I thought it was super cute. There's no picture of it done though. Is that weird? But look how the floss came. It came as a kit, and there's the floss, which I think is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not blown away by it's just simple. It looks like a 16 count cloth. So,
well, you could do it on whatever cloth you want. You don't necessarily have to do it on the cloth.
And I've been dyeing fabric, honey.
I love dyeing fabric. It's a lot of fun.
Dyeing fabric class at the retreat, and I love dyeing fabric. Because when you start looking for fabric on Etsy, you're talking some money there. It's just easier to do it yourself.
Well, you can just buy, whatever basic fabric that you like, and I usually get it in white or antique white.
Right.
And then you can go with pretty much whatever color. Now, I do still buy fabric. I actually bought fabric this last week. So this is the stuff that I got from 123 Stitch. So I really like this lamb's wool color. It's just a nice, pretty neutral, light tan, khaki almost color.
Now, what kind of fabric is that?
This is a 32 count Jobelin. I prefer the even
32 count.
So that's a 32 count Jobelin. I got a piece of white, which this is a 32 count Jobelin. I got two different pieces of black. So this one is a 28 count Jobelin, and this one is also a 28 count Jobelin. One of these is bigger than the other. This is an Aida. This is a 14 count Aida. Now, this is a specific color for the Secret Garden Sal by Stitching Book Club that they did last year. And I've been wanting to do this pattern, and this is their called for fabric. And so I just went ahead and got this in a 14 count Aida. I love the color.
Can you send me the link to that stitch along? Because, oh my God, it sounds beautiful. That fabric is fabulous.
So mm-hmm. And then this one is a
pretty
14 count. Picture this plus gingerbread.
Oh, and I love it.
It's super pretty.
Yeah.
And I actually got it to do, I think I'm probably going to do the small one on here.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
I think that one will be perfect on there.
Yeah.
So, and depending on how big it is, I may get that one and this one both on here. But I think this one I would actually want to do on the lamb's wool because that red is going to pop. The red and the green, I think, will pop better off of this lamb's wool than it will off the gingerbread.
Yeah. Very pretty. Very,
very nice,
pretty.
brighter contrast. So,
see, you're smart.
So yes, I have been doing a little bit of buying.
One dog sampler. She starts with small. Why do I pick these large projects?
Well, I have the fabric for the long dog already. I have to dye it.
Oh, you're doing long dog too? Okay, cool. Which one are you doing?
I'm doing Pandemic because I already have it.
Okay, cool. I am doing the Queen's Gambit.
Yes.
Which is super cool. It's got chess pieces in it. It's really neat.
Oh, from the show? Is it off the show?
No, it's not off. It's off. It's a long dog that I picked off their site, but it's called the Queen's Gambit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's apparently been around for a long time because when I showed it to the woman at the cross stitch store, she's like, "Oh my, I haven't seen anybody do that one in years." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Tia, this is a 32 count. I can actually see 32 counts without any assistance until my eyes get tired. And then if they get tired, I do need my magnifier, which is my lamp here. But this is a 32 count picture, or no, this is a 32 count Under the Sea. And as you can see, I started my Christmas classic Sal
now,
on there. And
are
that's
you using a magnifier when you do the 32 count? Just
generally, no. Generally, as long as my light is good, I can just stitch. Now, like I said, if my eyes get tired or when they start getting fatigued, then I will get out the magnifier so I don't strain them.
Yeah, by the time I can work on cross stitch,
36 count, we're not talking.
The day, my eyes are already tired. I was thinking about, it's the end of the year. Mm-hmm. I have to use up my FSA money because I didn't have any major surgeries this year. So I'm going to go to the eye doctor and see if there's maybe a magnifier in the form of a pair of glasses that I can get for at night when I'm in bed cross stitching, because I have that one that you can attach, like Tia has it. She looks like she's from outer space. I have that one, but it doesn't work well with my glasses.
It's probably too much weight on your nose as well.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that the optometrist can help me with something like that. Because I already have computer glasses, so I don't need another pair of them. So we'll see. Because I'm, from working on the computer all day, by the time you get home from work and your eyes are already fatigued.
Yeah. Yeah, some days are better than others. I think it does help that I do not turn on the overhead light in my office.
Okay.
I use as much natural light as possible, and then I do have a little strip. I've got a little strip of those under cabinet lights that are right. I have an overhead cabinet over my desk, and so I put those up, and those give me plenty of light so I can see what I'm writing and things. But they don't glare off the computer screen the way that the overhead lights do, and I think that saves me quite a bit of eye strain by not having to deal with that glare all day.
Well, I have no natural light in my office. There's no windows, nothing.
Yeah.
No.
I have a huge window in my office, so that does help quite a bit.
Cheryl, I am finishing up April, and my goal is to get done through July by the end of the year. So that's my goal. It's going much faster. I think I'm a faster crocheter than I used to be. Plus, I have this magnificent tulip hook, which, oh my God, I love these tulip hooks. They're amazing.
Yeah, you were telling me that you really, really liked those tulip hooks.
Oh, I put some on my wish list. I will tell you that.
Yeah, they're pricey, but you know, if you love them, then
they're worth it. Oh my gosh, they just glide. They really do. You can go so much faster with it. You just can.
Yeah, I'm always down for investing in good tools. Once you decide that you like something and you're going to do it, I do think it's worth it to get the good tools. So is cross stitch, Sylvia, is what we're talking about. This is crochet, which is similar but not the same as knitting. It's in the same family. They're kind of cousins.
Yeah, I don't knit. I loom knit, but I don't knit. Yeah. I've just never learned.
I do not enjoy it.
It's just not a rabbit hole I want to go down, because I would probably love it. And then I'd have more projects. No, I don't need any more projects, and I'm constantly being, sent patterns on YouTube with that crochet patterns that I want to do, but I don't have enough time in the day. So
these damn jobs got us.
Oh my God. Tia's pattern.
With my craft time.
Yeah. Tia's pattern is 47 by 29 in 14 count Aida. Yeah, I think I'd take that down a notch, honey. Yeah, 18 count would be 36. Wait a minute, you mean inches? 36 inches by 22 inches? No way.
No, it's 47 stitches.
No, she means inches. 47 inches by 29 inches. That's a big pattern, honey.
Yeah, I would get a smaller fabric. You can go to like a 16 or an 18 count fabric.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring that down to.
Yeah, you got the magnifiers. Do an 18 count. Might as well.
And honestly, Tia, I don't think if you're doing Aida, you're not going to have any problem seeing an 18 count Aida.
No.
In fact, this is 18 count Aida. So I'm going to bring you down and readjust the camera. So just hold on. So Tia, that is what 18 count Aida looks like up close. It's actually easy to see. So it's really not hard to see that in person. So
don't forget to give my girl a thumbs up. Yeah, make sure you hit her like button.
Please do, yes.
Show it some love.
So, but yeah, so I feel like 18 count Aida. I started on 14 and went to 18 very quickly. All right, there's 2 done. We might get these done. Knocking these out pretty quick.
Look at you. All right, I gotta.
So this is September
square. Now we're going to the hot pink now, guys.
Oh, you've been waiting for it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Inches. It is the finished pattern size. That's why I'm thinking about going down, because I have a helmet. Yeah. Honestly, Tia, please go down to like an 18.
Yeah.
That is a lot of fabric, girl. A lot. I mean, my piece is very large as well, but
I think my long dog's going to be a fairly decent size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Is my long dog.
I'm not even going to talk about like when I'm going to finish it. It might be 2026, 27, something like that. Sometime in the future.
I'm going to start mine. There is no commitment saying I'm actually ever going to finish it.
Right. Exactly.
But I'm going to start it.
I'm very good at starting things.
Yeah, with no plans at all, I will start it. Special shiny unicorn shivering fabric. So you're going to want an opalescent 18 count Ada is what you're going to ask her for in whatever color that you want. So the 18 count has the sparkly in it, or the the opalescent has the sparkly already in it.
Oh, I'm using an opalescent on my Christmas tree, and it's so gorgeous. It really is.
Yes. Now, I have noticed, I don't know about you, but I noticed on mine that I'm definitely snagging those metallic threads that are woven through.
Oh, no, Mino. I'm not Mino.
Mino?
No, mine doesn't have metallic thread. It's more like a glittery.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have it
metallic thread woven through it.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful. I don't even remember where I got it from, but it's gorgeous. Oh, I might have got it from that cross stitch store downtown. They do sell a fabric down there. Dyed fabric and specialized fabrics. I try not to go in there very much because I spend too much money.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, Halloween's here. Hello. She's working on a 16 count project. All right.
Well, she was saying she's going to sew in the ends for her blanket.
Oh, Halloween's blanket is so cool looking. So look, hot pink, guys. Woohoo. I already had one strip down here. This was the, when it got to the 60s, I'm doing lows. So when the low is in the 60s, so we're back into the 60s here. It's starting to warm up.
I think we're supposed to be in the 30s tonight or tomorrow night, maybe. Which we've only been in the 30s once so far since the fall weather has come in, and I slept real good. So I am definitely looking forward to it.
Oh, you're going to sleep amazing.
Cooler. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, I woke up and I could tell I'd been snoring, so I don't know if that's a trade-off or not, but I slept really good. So I will take that. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it takes a minute to get used to it. To that smaller count fabric, but I adjusted really quickly because there's really not a lot of difference.
So Scrapping Sylvia wants to learn how to crochet. Scrapping Sylvia, I'm going to be honest with you. I watched a lot of videos from the Crafty Heifer. She's got some very good tutorials. I also watched Bag a Day. She has a lot of patterns once you get through the basic stitches. But if you want to learn the basic stitches, Marissa has some wonderful videos. So that's how I learned to crochet. I'll be honest.
Thank you.
And you'll be making a blanket in no time.
Yeah, Sylvia, just bring your stuff to February. Sylvia's going with us to the February No Frills.
Oh, yeah. She can teach you lickety split. Yes.
Yeah. So, and we can sit down in February and work on it. There's several people that'll be there that crochet. Debbie, Michelle learned from Debbie at the October retreat.
See, you're awesome.
So we'll get it done. No worries. Those of you that were thinking about February, we have 6 spots left for the February retreat. So if you want one of those spots,
What are you charging for that retreat? How much is that one?
That one, because it's no frills, it is just the cost of the stay to the venue, which is $280. And then if you want a t-shirt, that'll be probably around $20 to $25 for a t-shirt.
Yeah. Well, I signed up for the summer retreat as well as the October. So I think that's it for this year.
I was adding up my days off. I was already putting those on the calendar.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. I probably am not going to get away with another year on my other knee. So I'm thinking I may have to do a little work on that.
Well, my dentist did tell me that he wants to remove all of my 3 remaining wisdom teeth. And I'm kind of like, but do I need to? Because I don't really want to. Like, they've been just fine in there for 38 years. Are we good? Like,
well,
no? Okay.
Why? Yeah. Why does he want to do it if they're not bothering you? Listen, if it's not bothering you.
Right. That's kind of my theory. If it's not bothering me, leave it alone. But apparently the one on my left side, the one on my right side has been removed. But I apparently have a cavity in it.
You have a what?
So I have a cavity.
Oh.
In the one on the right side.
Yeah.
And so he's like, the problem is, the problem is all of your teeth are very straight. They're very nice. Your roots look great. But this wisdom tooth on this side, instead of going straight down like it's supposed to, it's got a hooked root. So the root comes out and does like a J curve. So he can't remove that. He's not comfortable with that. So I have to go to the oral surgeon.
Oh, ow.
And he's like, so if we're going to do that, you're going to need to be knocked out because they're going to have to cut into your gum.
Yes.
To be able to get that out. And I'm like, okay, you're just making it worse for yourself because it's making me not want to do it even more.
You're not convincing me, right?
Not convincing me. Like, can we fill it instead?
Just fill the cavity, please, and let's move on.
Yeah. So,
oh my God.
And then of course the same argument. Well, really your mouth's not big enough for your wisdom teeth. And I'm like, well, obviously it is because they all fit in there.
They've been in there for my whole life.
I know you might have gone to school for a million years, and you probably have a bigger education than I do. However,
we don't want
fit,
Halloween,
so like
Halloween School of Dentistry. No, thank you.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
So I have that to look forward to.
And invariably,
and
there's
like,
always
so
problems afterwards. You get a dry socket, something. No, forget it.
Yes.
Scrapping Sylvia wants to know what she wants to bring. You need to bring a hook and some yarn, honey.
Yep.
That's it. Crochet is like the least amount of materials needed. Just yarn and a hook. So
you can get a hook like this. This came from Walmart. It's about $3. You can get one like this. You're going to want to stick in about the 4 to 5 millimeter range. And then you just grab a skein of yarn from the shelf, whatever color you want. And I'm sure somebody there will have some for you as well.
Did you see the little hat I made? The big hat I just made?
I did not.
It's a
it's
a stocking cap. I have to put a what do you call it? Pom-pom at the end of it. But here it is. Okay.
Oh wow.
But this is loom knitted. This was not crocheted. I loom knitted this. It took me just a few days. And I'm going to put a pom-pom at the end of it. Mm-hmm. Aren't you proud, Cheryl? Look, loom knitting. Look at the colors. I got this yarn from Hirschner's, and it's amazing. This beautiful, and I have I have a skein of it in pink. Oh, pinks, lots of pinks. Oh. Like, how did you knew I would, right?
Shocked that you have pink yarn. Why not?
I have to get every kind of yarn in a pink. Yes, I'll get it in other colors as well, but I usually do get it in pinks.
That would be like me going, I really like purple.
Yeah. Well, I am crocheting a stocking cap for Crashly in purples, and it's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's turning out gorgeous. I'm like about 3/4 of the way done with that one.
It just doesn't get cold enough here often enough to make me want to crochet myself a hat.
I know. But yeah, Crashly lives one state over, so she gets the cold weather. Yeah. Is that a scat? What is a scat?
I think she meant, is that the hat?
Oh, yeah. This was a hat. But it's called a stocking cap. Like, the stockings were hung on the chimney with care. Hold on, I'll put it on. In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Hold on. It doesn't fit with my the hair the way I have it. Anyway, and it just hangs down. It's just a fun little thing. I wouldn't wear it anywhere but around the house probably.
It's a very Crashly kind of hat.
Yeah, I mean, it'll have a little pom-pom here. It's just something cute to wear. I'll probably wear it Christmas Day to the family, so the family can make fun of me. But I'll have tons of hats. Tons.
So speaking of Christmas, most of you have already signed up, but the link to the Elfster gift exchange, this is our 4th year doing this, we think. We're pretty sure it's our 4th year. Is open. I think today is the last day to sign up, and names will be drawn in the next few days. So make sure that if you want to sign up, you're signed up, that you've got stuff on your wish list, and then make sure that you get your gift out to your person. Huh?
Tell people what it is.
Okay, so Elfster is a website that does the Secret Santa idea, but they take it and they've made it so that you can create a wish list on there with direct links to the stuff that you want. So if I want to go over to 123 Stitch, I can copy and paste the URL into Elfster, and then if my person wants to buy me that item, they can click on it and it'll take them over to where I found the item. So you can get
stuff in. I put some stuff in from Etsy. So
yes, yeah. I've got stuff from Etsy, from Walmart, from Target, from Joann's, Michael's, like Amazon, all the online places you can think of, all the online yarn shops, and all that. But it's really cool because it does link you to the exact item that they want. And then you can mark it as purchased, and everybody else can see that, but they can't. So they don't know what they got, but nobody is going to buy them the same item over again, if that makes sense. So we use it. I use it for this exchange. I use it for the one we do at work. And we're using ours for our family Christmas this year as well.
Oh, nice. That way you get what you want.
Exactly.
Instead of fruitcake, which is what I love to give people.
Which I will say, my family is really good at gift givers. Like we almost
are they?
Exactly what we want.
Your sister probably gives amazing gifts. Oh my word.
It's ridiculous. Like you don't just get a gift. You get like a collection of curated gifts.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm like, hey, here's some real pretty scissors that you said you wanted. They were $30.
And I don't know if you saw my last floss tube, but I went to Dollar Tree on your recommendation, bought 10 pairs of dollar scissors.
Uh-huh.
the craft ones, and I have one in every project bag.
Yep.
And
Same.
I love it because I don't have to look for scissors anymore.
Yep. Yeah, I have one in each of my project bags, and then I have my little travel bag.
Oh,
So
thank you, Tia. Tia put the Elfster link in for you. Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Tia. So this is my little box that goes when I take diamond painting stuff. So you can see there's my scissors. Got put in there. This little box came from Dollar Tree as well. And I like it because the trays and everything fit down in there. And then this little bag goes. And in this little bag, I have my extra needles, my little tools and things. This is a seam ripper. There. I have a journal, a tape measure, Stitcher's lotion, which if you don't have this stuff and you're a stitcher, you definitely should get yourself some Stitcher's lotion because it doesn't leave grease on your hands.
Where did you get
that? I've got a little Ort container. What?
The Stitcher's lotion. I've never seen that before.
Kim gave them to us for the DFW retreat that we did.
Because
you can get it on pretty much any of the.
My fingers are always cracking, especially my thumb. Scissors. Yeah. Oh, there's the scissors.
Yeah, these are the backup scissors. So I have one in the project bag, one goes in the top of this bag, and then these are the backups. Yeah. And then Kleenex, Moo lotion, Utterly Smooth. You can get this at Dollar Tree too. And a chapstick.
You must have been a Girl Scout.
No, not really. That's just the stuff that I always am looking for. So that's what's in my stitchy bag.
I love those dollar scissors. Oh my God. They fit my hand and they're just lovely.
Well, and you can see I use them at home. So these are the home ones at the desk. I've got a pair over at the couch.
Pink!
For the couch project.
She's got
pink.
Yes,
they're pink.
Whoa, we did
So, yeah, I've got them in all the project bags. So I completely understand. I love these things. And they cut really well.
Yeah, for a buck.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to Dollar Tree, guys. They're in the craft section. You can buy a handful of them. The lady says, what are you doing with all these scissors?
Well, you should have seen me when I bought them to put into the project bags. Or the bags in October. Yeah. And I was getting them 20, 25 at a time.
Yes.
And she was like, do I need to be worried? And I was like, no, they're going in swag bags. And she goes, okay, that makes more sense. Like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Looking like a psycho because I had, I think 25 pairs of scissors. I had 3 boxes of that lotion, the Utterly Smooth lotion.
Oh, and that stuff's great.
Yes, I use that all the time. I had just all of these random things in multiples. And the cashier is just looking at me like, I'm not sure if you're building a bomb or not. I'm not sure if I should call the police or not. Excuse me. It is, I think it's the Crafty Heifers Christmas Exchange or something like that. It's got my name on it. Crafters Exchange, maybe. But it does say the Crafty Heifer on it.
I only have one friend that calls herself the Crafty Heifer.
That's me.
Yep.
Some days I'm more heifer-like than others. Just saying. But yeah, so we're going to do that. And then looking forward, I'm mostly going to be stitching. I'm going to finish this blanket. I'm determined. I might get to use it once this year, but I'm determined to finish it. So
I can't wait to see it finished. It's going to be beautiful.
I think it's going to be great. So I'm going to start stitching it together once I get all these ends sewed in, I'm just going to take a weekend or maybe an evening or two on the couch and sew it together, and then decide whether I need to do the solid squares around the outside or not to make it wider and longer. So, because I would like it to be a nice, generous sized.
Do you have a king size bed?
I have a queen.
Oh, that's much better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And next, if I ever get a new bed, it's going to be a queen, because I only get this much room on it anyway. So between dogs and cats,
it doesn't get any better.
Right. So I might as well. I could have a twin and have the same amount of room on the bed. So
yeah. Yeah, so I have a queen. I sleep by myself. I don't have any pets, so that.
And despite all the Hallmark movies I have watched, there does not appear to be a handsome prince in my future that wants to feed me gingerbread or whatever in the bed. So
okay, so listen, I have been watching. Tia was like kind of egging me on about the Hallmark movies.
Do you have the app, the Hallmark app?
I don't have the Hallmark app, but I do have, I have my parents' cable login. So they've got Hallmark on theirs. And then Tia has let me use her Sling login as well.
Oh, there
so
you go.
Hallmark channel there. So I definitely have a Hallmark, connection. Like, I'm good. So I did watch last Saturday, Tia. I did watch the one about the girl that goes and gets the DNA test and finds her dad through that. But then plot twist, it's not really her dad according to the DNA people.
Right.
So she leaves and goes home after she's met this fantastic family that does Christmas the way everybody wants to do Christmas. And is having a great time. And of course she falls in love with a family friend in like 2 days. So she leaves and goes home, and they of course all follow her after the dad that's not really her dad mysteriously finds this picture of her mom that he's been looking for all 3 of those days. And it turns out, spoiler alert, he's really her dad. Shocker.
Of course. Of course. Oh my gosh.
And the dude that she's known for like 2 days, of course, is now in love with her. And they kiss at the end.
Yes.
By a Christmas tree.
Just as an aside, right? Because you have to have one of those love interests. But there's a cute one on Netflix that I watch. Do you like Nina Dobrev from Vampire Diaries?
Yeah. From Vampire Diaries.
She's doing a super cute Christmas movie on Netflix, and it's just adorable. You can find it easily because it's in the top 10. Right now, because everybody loves Nina, but it's super cute.
So Tia, here's what I want to do for next year. Are you ready? This is going to be our collab for next year, me and Tia.
Tia, you tell Mama.
We are going.
She's sweet. Sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Okay, so Tia, next year, me and you, we are going to watch all of the Hallmark movies during the Christmas season. Okay? And then every week, we're going to do a review of all the Hallmark movies as a video and post it.
There you go.
What do you think?
Well,
I think that would be a lot of fun.
If you get the app, it tells you when they're coming on, and it'll like send alerts to your phone. It's wonderful. And you can check off which ones you've watched.
Nice. So I think we should do like a whole a whole video series during we can do like 25 days of Christmas, but it's all Hallmark movies.
And I think the two of you should be like all floss tubed up with lipstick and a glass of wine and a fireplace in the background. Oh yeah.
Hair done, like hair just full on.
Listen, when I saw you at Craftably, I'm like, what, is that Marissa? You looked gorgeous.
Thank you. I can look decent when I try.
Listen,
that was a full face
you
of
clean up
makeup.
nicely, honey.
That was full face of makeup, hair on. Well, I say hair on, hair done. Yeah, lipstick and everything.
Did you think you were going to meet a Hallmark man at the Craftably store?
I don't know. I was watching them Hallmark movies and I thought, hey, you never know. Maybe I'll get a flat tire and the nice police officer that stops and fixes it, because I can change it, but I won't. Will be my new Hallmark love interest that I will probably break up with in January.
That's right.
You know, because that's what you do. So anyway, that is my Hallmark. I hope I didn't spoil it for anyone, because if you didn't know it was coming, sorry.
I think you should do it once. You Cheryl, and Tia should do it once a month. They have Hallmark movies all year long. You should do it once a month.
They do.
With wine and some and your hair did. Yeah. Tia could have
I'll be the
going
on. Like, oh, look. Yeah.
Put a little popcorn.
He's gonna fall in love with her.
I'd watch it.
I think it could be pretty funny.
Me too.
Love Heart on Netflix. Okay. So Cheryl, I am up to October. I'm about halfway through the October square. And I just realized I left y'all down too far. So I've got to finish it, and then I'll start November, and then, of course, December. But I am pretty much caught up. Other than that.
Now, that would make a heck of a movie, Cheryl, if I cross-stitch myself a man. I'm going to cross-stitch the perfect man, and then he's going to come to life out of the cross-stitch while I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll wake up. He'll be at the foot of my bed. He'll scare the crap out of me, and we'll fall in love. And then I'll break up with him in January. Right. Okay.
All right. Tia's down. She says we're definitely going to do that. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a lot of fun. Okay. So this is the February square. And I know it looks blue on my screen at least, but it is in fact purple. So that is what that looks like. See, does that help? Not really. This is that Chillpocalypse that we had.
Yeah, March.
And all the grays there. So there's February. It looks like I've got June to do. And then all my ends will be sewed in so far.
You finished with all them?
One more.
Ends? One more. Oh, there you go.
One more, and then my ends will be done.
Yeah.
I was a sexy hot mama. Listen, I tried, okay? Like, some days, I don't wear makeup every day because it's just too much work. I did that in my youth, and no, I'm going to pass. Like, this is the way God made me. Like it or lump it. So, I do have pretty good skin, not going to lie. Not bragging, but, you know, I don't want to wear makeup every day all day long. So
well, I do like your hair is getting really long and it's so beautiful, right? Don't cut it.
Thank you.
I know
you're really fighting to not cut it all off.
It looks beautiful long. You look beautiful at the retreat. I love your hair.
Thank you. It's hot. It's a lot of work and it's hot.
Yeah, well, I know. You see the way I wear mine all the time, right? Just up.
Hello Queen says she thinks Caitlin will graduate high school before she finishes those ends. I don't mind sewing in ends. I actually find it very relaxing. So a lot of people complain about sewing in ends, but it doesn't bother me, which is why I don't mind waiting to do them. But I know a lot of people really hate it. So, and of course, some of these have more ends than others, depending
I
on how
had
they change color.
I had to do it because the cats were offering to help, and that was not a good thing. Stitch is sleeping in his little box up here.
Well, I saw their little bin.
Yeah,
I think it may have been
he's in his little bin. Yeah, he has adopted that as his own, and they fight over it.
Of course they do.
I put another one up there, but no, they want that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. That. It's like giving them a box. Like they're going to both try to get in the box, no matter how big or small the box is.
Yeah.
That's just how cats do. Should have done more before you were 11 months in. I get it, girl. I get it. I had like 2 that were done, my ends, and then here I am, an hour later, still doing ends.
But Halloween, you're like so caught up on her blanket. She's like super caught up on her blanket.
And I think she's one of the few besides us that's really stayed up on it.
Well, and I think I talked to J Rob. She's her goal is July. I know Rochelle's goal is July. I talked to Kim over in the UK. I forget where she is. I think she's maybe in August. So people are still plugging away at it.
And it is hard to make yourself crochet in the summer when it's 1,000,000 degrees outside.
Well, then winter comes and you got all kinds of little projects going on besides this. So, yeah. I actually started and finished a blanket for my sister.
Oh, nice.
Which I might add is a quite a reasonable size.
It really isn't hard to get them big.
Well, plus I used a 5 weight, you know, so that goes much quicker.
Yes. If I was going to do one of those big oversized blankets, I'd probably use 5 weight or even 6 weight.
Yeah.
With like a huge, like an N or an M hook. One, because then the yarn doesn't weigh 1,000,000 pounds because it's that light, super fluffy yarn.
Yeah.
And 2, because otherwise it would take 1,000,000 years.
I don't remember what size hook I used, but it was a larger one. I know that Nareda sent me this one here, which I didn't end up using, but I will next time. This is a P, a 15.
Yeah, I have a P hook.
Yeah, so I've got this for next time. Yeah.
I think the last big chunky blanket I used an N hook.
I have this thing here where I keep all of my hooks, and that big fat one won't fit in here. But look, I have all my hooks in here, all these different ones that I've acquired. I don't remember which one I used on that blanket. Huh.
We're getting so close.
But this is great. I keep my stitch markers, my my needles in here. It's wonderful.
I remember when you got that.
And my dollar store scissors. To compare them in there. Here's my favorite hook. My Furls pink hook.
Oh, those Furls hooks, man.
Oh, they're
so expensive. They were $1 million in your firstborn expensive.
Yeah. But you only need one. The tulips are much better than the Furls. So.
Yeah.
I re-knitted a lap blanket on Sunday. See, they don't take very long. No.
They do, but we put it in a plastic bag in the house. It's in a big
bag. You hear something about a plastic bag. That's what I heard.
I don't know if she's talking to me or somebody else. Are you talking to me? I think she's on the phone, my sister. So something about a plastic bag. She's on the phone. She's not talking to us.
Yeah.
I never know. She's been into diamond painting. Oh man, she is going to town on the diamond painting. Like we were several years ago. She's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She'll sit there all day long some days. Just her and her coffee.
Well, I was thinking about it the other day, and somebody asked me why I hadn't why I didn't crochet, and I'm like, well, I mean, I do crochet, I just don't do it all the time like I used to, and I realized I have been crocheting for almost 10 years. Next year will be 10 years.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, that explains why, because it was the only thing I did for about 5 of those 10 years.
But
it was the only
do
hobby
you
that I
remember
did.
Those shows when I first started trying to learn? I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And you and Nareda and Odd But Nice were trying to help me.
Mm-hmm.
But I was determined, and I learned it.
I did a lot. No problem.
I did a lot of frogging back in those days.
Well, you almost threw in the towel a couple of times, and we're just like,
oh gosh,
you can't.
Oh yeah.
So, it's one of those things you either get it super easy, or if you stick with it, you can generally get it. But we've got a lot of folks, like my sister's like, no, I failed that class. I'm not doing it anymore. She's not even going to attempt.
And she's so creative.
She is so creative. She may not be yarn creative.
I love what she does with cross stitch. She's like, nope, I don't like that color. No, the skirt's going the wrong way. I'm going to change it. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Who does that? She does.
Yeah, and that was only like her second or third one.
I mean, like, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, Irene, she crocheted her first blanket when she was 10 over 40 years ago. Holy moly. How is that possible, yeah. Irene? You're only 25. Don't give away your age, sweetie.
I might be nothing wrong.
I remember my grandmother sitting in her rocking chair crocheting, and I don't know what she did with the stuff she crocheted, because all I got were these ugly things that she called Christmas ornaments. I don't, they were like these birds. I'm like, what are you crocheting, Grandma? She was always crocheting, always.
So I do have a crochet blanket. My great grandmother and my great aunt, one of her daughters, who is my maternal grandmother's sister, they both crocheted. They have both since passed. And when we graduated high school, we got to pick the yarn for for a blanket, and they would crochet it for us. And that was our, graduation present, basically. I still have that blanket.
Wow.
I don't hardly ever use it because I'm always scared that I'm going to mess it up. Now that I know how to crochet, I'm not as scared because I know I can fix it generally. But I still have mine.
Wow.
And shocker, it's purple.
How would I? Yes.
Yeah, very shocked by that. I also have the ugliest tablecloth in the world. It is a white tablecloth with 3D roses on it. Now, the roses themselves are beautiful. They're yellow Texas roses with green leaves and everything on them. But it's a very early 90s kind of a crochet project. So it is supposed to go on my table, and it was for my hope chest, if you know what one of those is, for when I got married. And
Do
I
you
will never
have
get rid
a
of
hope
it,
chest?
but no, I do not. Do I have
Me
hope that I'll
neither.
ever get married? Not really.
No hope chest here.
Um, at the same time, I will never get rid of it because it was something that was handmade for me with love.
Sure.
And then I also have the ugliest blanket in the world. It is peach with purple roses on it. And it is a
What?
bedspread. I'm not lying
Oh,
to you. It is
oh boy.
peach with purple lavender colored roses. And
Okay.
again, I will keep it.
That's one of those
But yeah,
back of the closet projects. Yeah, there it goes. There it is.
it is still in the original plastic bag that it was sent in.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. Because I got it and I sent a thank you note and called them and said thank you. And proceeded to put it in a plastic tub, and that is where it has lived for the last 20 years. Okay, friends. That is a stack of
Look at you.
sewed in ends.
Yeah.
That's so satisfying and pretty.
I think mine's gonna weigh more than yours. That's
Yes,
the best.
this is very
That's
light.
the best thing to do with mine.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so there's, as you can see, lots of purple. Mostly
Oh, it's
purple.
gonna be so beautiful.
So now I think November will probably have quite a bit of the black in it. Black
Yeah.
is 51 to 65. So it'll be mostly black and grape colored, and this is the grape color here.
Okay. Yeah, I like that color.
Mm-hmm. So most of the blanket will be those colors, or most of November, whatever month we're in. That's pretty much been the temperature.
Let me do this. Go to the side again. Put it on their side. That really light color, is that what you want to do on the outer edges, maybe, or the gray, or what were you thinking?
So this is white. That was my over 100 color. I will never do white on the edge of a blanket. So what I'm thinking of on the edge of the blanket is doing one solid square of each color except for the white.
Oh, yeah, no, I like that idea. Yeah, okay.
So the black, the two or three grays that I have, the three purples, the lavender, the purple, and the grape. So that's 3, 4. There's 3 grays, so 5, 6, 7. And then there may be some that have more than one color. So like I may do some extra black ones or extra gray ones, whatever I have the most yarn left.
Nice. Yeah. You got enough yarn left to do all that?
Yes. Because the colors that I was running low on, the purples, of course, I bought another skein. So this is the bag of yarn. So as you can see, there's plenty.
Oh, okay.
There's plenty. So this is the
I
square.
I have plenty of yarn left as well. Yeah. And it's all that Red Heart yarn. So when I see what I've got left, once I see what's left, that's what I'm going to make the dog sweaters out of. Because, why not? It's Red Heart.
Most of my tub is Red Heart, so
yeah,
I completely understand. But that is where I'm at. So let's see. Dawn says her grandmother did knitting and crochet. She tried to show me, but I just didn't get it back then. I started knitting when my son did a kids bowling league. Have been stitching since 2008. See, that was me. As I wasn't interested back then, even though I liked doing crafty stuff. I did more sewing and wasn't really interested in the crochet. But like I said, when my nieces and nephews got ready to graduate from high school, I wanted to carry on that tradition of them having a blanket. And so Cheyenne, Destiny and Cheyenne got theirs. Colton has not gotten his yet. Because I thought I was going to be cute and sew it instead, but that didn't work very well. So I still get that kid's blanket made, even though he's been out of high school for about 4 years now.
I was going to say, he's already got like his own home now, right?
He just turned 21. Okay.
Yeah.
So
he's been out of high school for a while.
yeah. I am fully aware. So.
Oh God, Halloween ran out of purple. She's got to go buy more. Oh boy.
So, let's see. I guess I could put these in order. February, May.
I actually think I ran out. I think I have a little bit of purple left, and I only have like one or two more rows of purple. So, not too much more purple.
All right, so it looks like I'm missing March, which is the one in the bag, April, May, June. I think I've misplaced July. Oh, maybe July is only half finished as well.
So we will kick off we'll do the last month of this temperature 2021 on my channel in December. The last Wednesday of, I don't even know. Let's look. Is that, what day of the week is that? December.
I think the last weekend, December, Christmas is on a Saturday.
So the 22nd, we'll do the, the 29th.
Yeah, the 29th.
So the 29th will be on my channel, and then we can kick off the cross stitch in January on your channel if you want.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
That absolutely works for me. So I'm missing some squares, which these did fall from where I had them, so that doesn't surprise me, but I know that I had those squares done. So I'll have to find the rest of them and put them back in the bag. And then I'm pretty sure this is March there. And I'm thinking this might be July's, and then this one is October's. So I will finish those, get those finished up, and get those sewed in.
And then we'll get to see what it looks like. I can't wait.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry.
Well, I don't normally eat until late anyway.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's not that big of a deal, but I'm kind of hungry today. It is almost 8 o'clock, so I figure it's about that time anyway. We did not get to doing our Wednesday wins, but we can do those the next time around. But yes, all of the things that are happening in December and all of that, if you guys want to join, just ask around people. Somebody will know and have information because I can't even remember what all is happening this year or next year at this point because there's so much stuff going on. So,
oh yeah.
Please don't forget to give a thumbs up before you head out. I want to say a special thank you to Rebecca for helping me host this year and for being on the channel tonight. Thank all of you guys for coming and hanging out while we just gab and seeing all of our projects and all that. Make sure you post pictures in Rebecca's group of your project. We want to see where you are, even if you're behind. But until we see you guys next time, happy stitching, happy diamond painting, happy crochet or knitting until we meet again. Bye, guys.
Bye, sweetie.